November is National Diabetes Month. The focus of this year's campaign is taking action to prevent diabetes-related health problems. My name is Dr. Andrew Schneider, a podiatrist based in Houston with over 2 decades of experience. Diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high. It affects about 37 million Americans, including adults and youth. Diabetes can damage the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart, and it's linked to some types of cancer. In today's video, I'd like to debunk myths about a major complication of diabetes, the diabetic foot ulcer. But before I do, I wrote a book all about diabetic foot health. I would like to send it to you for free. You can order it at www.diabeticfootbook.com. The link is in the description. Also, let others know about these videos. Please like, comment, hit the subscribe button, and share on social media. This will help others find the information they need. A diabetic foot ulcer is an open sore or wound that occurs in patients with diabetes. It's commonly located on the bottom of the foot. Of those who develop a foot ulcer, 6% will be hospitalized due to infection or other ulcer-related complications. You may have heard several myths about diabetic foot ulcers, and it's time to clear the air and debunk those misconceptions. Know this: diabetic foot ulcers aren't just minor sores, they're serious, potentially life-threatening complications of diabetes that can lead to amputation if not properly treated. You may think that these ulcers are rare, but they're not. In fact, 15% of people with diabetes will develop a foot ulcer at some point in their lives. It's a common issue that needs more awareness. Something else you might have heard is that diabetic foot ulcers only occur in people with poor diabetes management, and that's not entirely true. Yes, high blood sugar levels can increase the risk, but other factors like peripheral neuropathy and poor circulation, and even something as simple as wearing the wrong shoes, can lead to an ulcer. Some patients come in thinking a diabetic foot ulcer isn't a big deal. It's just like any other type of cut. But that's dangerous, a dangerous misconception. The reality is that a diabetic foot ulcer is very serious. Ignoring diabetic foot ulcers can lead to severe complications including infection, gangrene, and even amputation. If you don't treat these ulcers promptly, you're risking your overall health and mobility. You might believe that only diabetes that's poorly controlled can result in foot ulcers, but that's not also entirely accurate. It's true that management of diabetes plays a significant role, but it's not the only factor at play. Other risk factors you should be aware of include peripheral vascular disease, nerve damage, and foot deformities. In addition to these factors, smoking, alcohol use, and poor diet can also contribute to the development of foot ulcers. It's important to understand that managing your diabetes alone is not enough. You might have heard that foot ulcers will heal on their own without any treatment, but in reality, early intervention and proper treatment are crucial to healing. Ignoring a foot ulcer, a common mistake, won't make it heal on its own. Instead, it's likely to worsen and potentially trigger severe complications. Neglect can lead to an infection, gangrene, or even an amputation. Don't underestimate the seriousness of a foot ulcer. Seek immediate medical attention. Your prompt action can prevent a bad situation from becoming potentially life-threatening. You might think that if you're not feeling any pain, there's no need to check your feet. However, diabetic neuropathy, a type of nerve damage that occurs with diabetes, can lead to loss of sensation in your feet. Even a small cut or blister can evolve into a severe ulcer without you even being aware of it. Ignoring routine checkups might lead to unnoticed ulcers that could worsen over time, so don't underestimate the importance of self-examination. It's your first line of defense against potential complications. Beyond daily checks, it's also vital that you schedule regular visits with your podiatrist. We're the experts who can offer comprehensive foot care and nip potential problems in the bud. Remember, diabetic foot ulcers are preventable, and regular podiatrist visits play a key role in their prevention. Regular visits can help detect early signs of foot ulcers like calluses, blisters, or sores. Don't wait until you're in pain or notice visible changes. Prevention is always better than the cure. A podiatrist can guide you in proper foot care, recommend suitable footwear, and provide necessary treatment. You're in charge of your health, and scheduling that podiatry visit is a proactive step towards healthier feet. Despite what you might think, over-the-counter treatments are not always enough to properly heal diabetic foot ulcers. It's risky to self-treat without professional advice. You risk infection, which can lead to amputation, by not seeking expert care. Podiatrists and wound care specialists can provide the proper treatment and monitoring you need. Don't gamble with your health. Always seek professional help for diabetic foot ulcers. Diabetic foot ulcers are complicated and require more than an over-the-counter antibiotic can provide. Your podiatrist will be able to recommend specialized wound dressings, and that will better protect the wound and allow it to heal quicker and without complications. In light of all the misinformation that's out there, it's essential that you're equipped with the truth about diabetic foot ulcers. Understanding the facts help you manage the condition effectively and avoid further complications. It's important to remember that these ulcers aren't a death sentence or a guaranteed amputation. They can be treated. It's even possible that you follow all of my recommendations and still develop a diabetic foot ulcer, but with proper foot care and regular checkups, you can drastically reduce your risk. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please take a moment to like, comment, and share on social media. Be sure to hit subscribe so you won't miss another video. I wrote a book all about diabetic foot health, and I'm happy to send it to you for free at www.diabeticfootbook.com. The link is in the description. Today we debunk some of the most common myths about diabetic foot ulcers. They're serious, can happen even if your diabetes is well managed, and won't heal without proper treatment. Regular foot checkups aren't optional, and over-the-counter treatments aren't enough. If you're ready to take the next step to prevent complications from diabetes, give us a call and schedule an appointment. The link to request an appointment is also in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.